Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. Last week we finished up with Resident Evil 4 and started music with lyrics always distracts me from talking. So last week we finished Resident Evil 4 and started on Resident Evil Code Veronica. This is kind of a mid-quel between Resident Evil 2 and 3 to show what Claire was doing during the events of those games. I haven't really formed a solid opinion on this one yet. It's kind of, it's more a traditional Resident Evil, so it's kind of a jump back from Resident Evil 4. But I do like it so far. There's a few problems, but I will try to keep an open mind throughout the whole thing. Also, let me know if my audio is alright. I think the mic got turned down a bit. Let me just... There we go. That should be a bit better. Let me know if there are any problems. Right, prep screen gone. Game running. Twitch dashboard functional. We should be good to go. Just give me a few moments to get back into the swing of it, as always. Right, so we got the biohazard guard, which should be useful in that last building we got the bow gun from. So we'll head there, and hopefully not die. But yeah, as you will have seen if you were at the last stream, this game is kind of a hybrid between more traditional third-person action games and the more classic Resident Evil style of only consisting of static camera angles. So it's kind of trying to find an in-between to varying degrees of success, shall we say. But I like it so far. Hey Clive, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Oh, Clyde, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Much appreciated. That's 12 months now, so thanks for the 1 year. Wow. Oh, something's happening. Is that the sound of I should have saved? Nah, we should be fine here. Just run around like a headless chicken. It's the only way to do this. Oh. Oh, got a bit too close there, huh? Yeah, I've had some bad experiences with giant worms in the past. Not to be biased or anything, but... I don't think this is a nice guy. Oh. Nope, definitely not nice. I gotta say, there's something terrifying about that visual, right? Like the dirt like rising up in your direction like that. It's a good thing he's unable to actually bite us and can only just kind of push us. Yeah, the thing is to make sure you're not in front of him when he comes out of the ground. That's basically all there's to it. So if I die, we'll probably win next time. Unless I need another method to kill him, but he is bleeding every time I do this, so... Or is he? Maybe that's just the dirt. Oh. I was just saying how he could only push us and not actually bite us, but I guess he showed us. That's fine. Might need to take another heal, though. Alright, we have no more ink ribbons left. A very unfamiliar feeling after all the games where we had so many of them. Right, so... We've only just started and already we're doing a worm boss. Some of the sound effects are a bit off. Alright, so I hope it's just a matter of dealing damage. Because I sure don't want to have to figure anything out. What, puzzle bosses? Please, no. I want to just be able to fire a gun at it until it dies. Or you could just do that, I guess. Why fight when you can just run? Oh. That was completely the wrong item to use, but... Ah, well. Right, so we went all the way into an underwater facility just for this. What's that? Did it close behind us? It did. Uh-oh. That's a bit ominous. Oh, it's this guy again. Nice try. Whoops. Okay, so do we need to wait until he tries to take a shot? Go on then. Try it. Good. It's a good thing this guy is an awful shot. Just runs away like a coward. What? Didn't want any kind of direct confrontation, huh? You weasel. Sniping at me from a distance. Okay, so the door on this side can only be opened from the other side then? Yep. Just making sure I was reading the map correctly. So sometimes it does a heartbeat during the loading screen, and I don't like it. I don't know why it does that occasionally. This is one of those rooms where horrible things are gonna crash through the windows sooner or later. Very nice. Nothing wrong with a few extra bullets. Right, we can go into a few rooms, so let's just check it all out. This game has been a bit more open than Resident Evil 4 was. Oh hey, a save room. I feel a little bit bad about wasting my hemostatic. Oh, that's for our good friend near the start, who is absolutely not our friend. So are they expecting me to backtrack all the way to the start then? Because that's gonna be a bit of a pain. But hey, sometimes you have to make sacrifices to help other people. Even if they are scumbags who work for Umbrella Corp. I'll save soon, let me just check what's in the other room. Famous last words.
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a special playground I have prepared just for you. Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon. I so want to enjoy this.
Early PS1 voice acting, yeah. How can I keep a straight face during that? Good lord. Badump. Badump. Okay, this is the slowest door transition yet. Hey there, Lazy Bookworm. Welcome to the stream. That look on her face, too, yeah. Says it all. Oh! Okay, I have taken the submachine gun. There is ammo for the submachine gun. Okay. So I'm locked in here now. Great, I really should have saved. Hey Ray, welcome to the stream. So is this guy our new tyrant? You forgot about this guy? I see. Well, he is a very unpleasant customer, that's for sure. Shall we... I guess we have to fight then. Maybe I shouldn't stand there and just take the hit. Can I even avoid the hits at this point? He just hits me whatever I do. Maybe I shouldn't be in such a small enclosed space. I hope you're aiming for him, Claire. Okay, well, we went from fine all the way back into danger, but... Still not letting me back in there, huh? I really should have saved. But hey, we know that for next time now. So now we have another enemy type that we haven't seen before. This one with elastic arms for some reason. Shoot without even looking. Very... Alright, that was...
Oh yeah, that felt good.
Okay, you ruined it. You
Don't
had a good
worry,
you had a
Claire.
good moment.
Your knight in shining armor is here.
You wish. But thanks for the help.
See? This is why you need me. I got your back.
Whatever. Here. Take these.
Machine guns? For me?
You know the deal. In exchange for your Lugers.
Okay, okay. This thing is too cool. Yes!
Wait,
Now
best,
this
cool!
is my kind
Yeah!
of weapon. All right. Huh? Hey, this thing's empty. You cheated me.
Up there.
Sad
Plenty
music.
of ammo. Just for you.
Way up there?
Give me a boost and I'll get it for you.
All right, all right. Ow! My back! You're heavier than you look. Hurry up!
What's with this piano music?
Happy now?
What?
Now that your knight has made his appearance, he can join you in your descent into death.
Death. Elastic leg. Yeah, it is so awkward. Friendship music. Let's call it friendship music, yes.
Okay, let's do it! Wait here, Claire. Time to test out my new toy.
Oh. We're him now. The perfect opportunity to let him die, I guess. Okay, so how does this guy's inventory look? Can we activate this? Oh, we need a card key. Oh, there's a funny dialogue if you go back. All right, we'll try that.
Do you want me to take care of this for you, little boy?
That turnaround though. He just rotates around. Like, nope. Anyway, I've already wasted like 2/3 of my ammo on this gun, which is a problem. Okay, many open doors. Oh, they barf too. Can you... I don't know why I started walking backwards there. Ah, right. So this is where it'll go, where we can directly go through there once we have the card for the card reader. I really hate how you just can't just walk up stairs. Oh hey, Clyde, thank you for the gift sub, and Ray, enjoy the sub. Oh, and thank you for the other gift sub as well. Now I have to start thinking about what the emote should be.
It was dirty work, but this area is now clean. See? You can depend on me. You see? This thing is a lot more reliable than any person.
Than people?
Huh?
Steve, what were you doing here? Who brought you here, and where is your family?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it!
A very healthy way to deal with emotional issues.
Steve.
Never mind. Let's get going.
Where's her family? Does everyone drag around their family with them here? Yeah, it's kind of a weird question. Like, they very obviously have her ask that, just so they can bring it up, just because there probably is something about his family, which is why he's acting like an absolute man-child. So, yeah. They just had a really forced line so they can bring it up later. Like, you want to know what happened to my family? I once tried to depend on my family and then they died. And now I only trust guns. Such is my tragic backstory. Sorry. Ah, yes, the same
Claire,
grunt twice in a row.
Are you okay?
Steve, behind you!
No.
What's wrong, Steve? Shoot him!
Wait! I can't! No!
Steve! No! Ah!
Father!
If you could see my face right now. If you could see my face.
Steve.
That is my face right now, yeah. Okay, so that was his father. Well, family showed up fast, yeah. What a payoff.
Father. Father. Father.
What am I fighting for? I'm sorry. That was a reference.
Dad used to work for Umbrella. Tried to steal information, intending to sell it off to the highest bidder. He was caught. Mom was killed. And we were sent here.
Oh, Steve.
He was a fool to do something so reckless. So stupid.
Music is nice
It's
though.
okay now. Just rest.
What am I supposed to say about a scene like that? You know, I am a sucker for emotional scenes in general, but that didn't really feel earned, did it? Am I just being too cynical here? Like, we've met this guy only a few times in the story, and one time he went, "You can't trust people," and now he went, "You can't trust people," again, and now we run into his father as a zombie. It feels a bit too rushed, doesn't it? Like, I might be, too harsh here, but that's how I feel. For a moment there, I thought that was depicting, like, the birth of Jesus or something, but then it looks like that guy is holding, like, a, whatchamacallit, a water sprinkler, so probably not. At least I've never read that translation. Okay, so Steve is just gonna sit here on the ground and be sad because he just killed his father and wasted all of the precious bullets on him. Steve's father. He is obviously dead. Obviously. Not the word I would have used, but yes, he is dead. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all progress disappearing because a dog jumped on me and there wasn't a save point. Oh! Oh? Immediate death. I think we have a checkpoint here. They gave me a checkpoint. I'm flabbergasted. But, like, in a good way. Oh no, Steve, your father. Oh no, how terrible. Clara walks outside and dies instantly. Right, so we're also immediately keenly aware of the problem with autosaves. This is the body of Claire. She's obviously dead. Yep. Obviously. Okay, so doggos. Right, I can see how this might be a problem. We may have to... We may have to, move to the side there or something. Need a better vantage point. The problem is that dog just comes at you, and it's kind of hard to distribute the damage across two dogs when they're in wildly different directions. So what I'm gonna do is turn to the right relative to the door, and then die instantly. It's gonna be one of those moments, isn't it? I'm not sure if this is better or worse than just losing the progress and having to walk back here. At the very least, we could check our resources better that time. Alright, well... Oh, and I don't have my healing items either. I'm gonna have to do this little part here every time. Yeah, so it's not instant death if they grab you by the hand, but it is instant death if they jump on you. You know, they could have been really nice and hit a first aid spray or something here. But apparently they did not. Okay, I actually managed to kill the one dog that time, so we might be able to do this. Problem is, this is just one room of potentially many. I don't want to have this long-winded segment where I have to start learning every step, like, meticulously. Just to prevent myself from getting killed every few seconds. Hey Yom, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Got so far, and in the end, it didn't even matter. I believe so. This is Code Veronica X, I think, so it might be words. It might be a PS2 remake. I'm not entirely sure. It is the PS2 version, though, at least. And I am really terrible at it. You never played this one? Alright. Me neither. This is actually, I'm doing a marathon of all the Resident Evil games. Because I actually never played any of them before. But now I've played 1 through 4 and 0. And now we're doing this one. Problem is, I'm stuck in this part because wow. Plural. A dog keeps killing me instantly here. And the game made some kind of autosave or quick save here. So I can't go back to where I last had an ink ribbon unless I just reset. So it's a bit... dried up dogs are placed here, yes. Oh, right, so... I was really hoping that would be a first aid spray, but I guess not. Time to get lapped on by another dog. Alfred. Oh, right, the guy. Is that a donut emote? I need to get me one of those. I only have this one. This is my emote. Okay, I'm kind of worried about which door to go into. I'm guessing we can't open this. Oh, we can. I'm guessing we can't open this. You know what they say about assumptions. I do not like the rumbling noise I am hearing right about now. Rip. Get past the dogs only to get eaten by the worm. And no checkpoints, I'm guessing. No extra checkpoints anyway. Nope. Boy oh boy, they really messed me up here. No, I have not played the Dark Souls games. And I'm afraid I might have to get really good before I can do those. It might be worth doing them someday, but I think doing those on stream will just be an exercise in pain. Haha! Now that I know I can enter the door, who needs to fight dogs? We just have to fight the big worm instead. Which is not much better, to be perfectly honest. Okay, now. If we could go back to that save room somehow. I know we're kind of running in circles here, but if I can just save everything we just did, that would be really swell. I see. So that's how they're gonna play it, huh? Well, maybe I'll just walk all the way over to the castle and save there then. Oh, I forgot about the worm. No, please. Okay, thank you. Worm has been avoided successfully. Oh. Okay. So, just like in some of the prior games, they repopulate existing areas with new enemies on occasion. I can't say I'm very happy about that, but I guess it keeps things interesting. Likewise, they put new zombies in here, just to prevent me from saving. You know, it's actually good that we're here, because we need to put the gold lugers in the door anyway. So, it's not even just to save, it's to continue. I refuse to go down these stairs until I see who's making that noise, so I'm doing a little dance right now. I instinctively try to turn the camera with the right stick, but... Okay, fine, I'll go down the stairs. You happy? Like, if the camera is gonna follow me, at least follow me in a way that's constructive. Okay. The camera doesn't want to cooperate today, but that's fine. Okay, that one is absolutely deader than dead. You know, my heart almost stopped for a second there when that one grabbed me. I was like, oh, okay, well, dead. But I wasn't dead. That's the surprising part. I guess I tapped the buttons hard enough to deserve survival in that situation. Right, let's see. What we need to do here is put the guns in here, right? But before we go in there, let's make a new save here. Let me just check my inventory. In fact, let's just heal right now. I'm in danger after all. And we have 2 of those green herbs, so I'm sure we'll be finding something like a red herb soon enough. Okay, we're fine. We've made progress. Let's finally make a legit new save. Alright, what a relief. It's always such a grand moment when you get to make a new save. So have you played many of the other Resident Evil games, Yum? So we could try to bring this back to the guy all the way at the beginning. Or we could just continue on. I guess we'll see if we can make a trip to the very start, just to see what happens. I mean, why not, right? Might as well be magnanimous, if that's how you say that. I pretend to have a broad vocabulary, but I really just occasionally sprinkle a complicated word in there that I'm not even sure, that I don't even know the definition of. Magnanimous. Squeak. Alright, we made a save so we can be a bit more risky. So we're gonna try and venture all the way back to the start to give that one guy who let us go his hemostatic medicine. His blood stoppy whoppy pills. That was a really dumb way to say that, but... Ah, yes. Hey there. Ow. Hey there. Blood stoppy whoppy pills. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I apologize. It was very silly. Yeah, I wonder if this is one of those with multiple endings. You don't have to tell me, because, spoilers, but... I wonder if it matters if you bring the bills back to this guy, or if you even can. I mean, they specifically said at the very start he needs hemostatic medicine, and then he dropped a bottle of... an empty bottle of hemostatic pills, so it was pretty on the nose, really. I'm trying to figure out where the beginning actually is. While not having to fight these guys, preferably. Nope. No, thank you. I don't want any. Alright. We crossed the graveyard at the very start, didn't we? So this almost has to be the right place to be. Let's use the thing that actually has a lot of ammo, why don't we? You have to appreciate how quickly it fires. Lots of arrows pointed at you. Okay, I think I found it pretty easily. I will give credit, if this is the right place, I will give credit to the design. That the area ends very close to where you enter it. So backtracking is very painless to bring the pills back to these guys. These guy. What's it with me? What's it with me and the difference between singular and plural today? It must be the influence of a dried up pumpkins.
What are you doing here? Hemostatic medicine. How kind of you. Thanks.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself. Just go.
Keep it. It was a gift from my brother, but...
Thanks. Here, let me give you this in return. You might need it later on. Now go. Don't worry about me.
The lockpick, nice. Alright, that was a nice little moment, you know that? It wasn't, like, exaggerated or silly. Just a good little moment. I like that. This guy are sick, yes. They didn't respawn, did they? Come on now. How many times am I gonna have to kill them? Oh no, you just hear them all around you because horror atmosphere. I don't know why I don't have this equipped, but... we have so many arrows, I don't even care about wasting some of them. Of course I say that, but now we're already going through them a bit more quickly than I'd like, so... let's start being a bit more cautious with them now. Nope, I don't want it. I don't want it! You know what's gonna suck? If we die and then we have to redo this whole thing. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be that bad thinking about it. This entire section is not that difficult. It is a bit tedious to do the backtracking, but if it happens, I'm not gonna be overly horrified. What all this serves to say is that I'm probably not going to be... oh boy, those guys again, huh? I'm probably not going to be using an ink ribbon. Oh, the range on those guys, though. Bit too much range for my tastes. I'd like to keep them at an arm's length. Okay, sorry. Unfortunately, an arm's length is quite a long distance with these guys. Alright, so now we can enter the door where we put the gold lookers, so let's do that. You know, having a zombie like come from behind a pillar like that is kind of a cool and creepy visual. It's like when they can disappear from your sight for a little bit. It makes it much harder to anticipate where they're going. And the save room music is still very beautiful. What's with the noise in here? Alright, more bullets. The more the merrier. Oh. Sorry I keep running back, but there's something I just remembered I can do now. But the weather continues. Nice touch. Like, imagine if you run back and then, oh, I guess we'll stop the thunder then. Whoops. Sorry. But no, they kept it consistent, which is good. So. It's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? Okay, so now we have gunpowder arrows for explosive effect. Well, I assume that it's explosive effect, but we haven't actually used any of the gunpowder arrows yet. And now we've already given up the lighter, so we can't use it anymore. Another music box, huh? They do like music boxes in these games. Horror tropes and all that. Thick books are lined up here. I wonder what we'll find here. Ooh, that's a cool effect. Looks like a man who just beheaded something. Oh, this perspective. This is a cool angle. This is a cool angle. Once again, I will give it that. First digit. Left, right. I don't think that's a digit, but maybe I'm just silly. I'm just grabbing a little paper to write this down on. So, left, right. Left, right. To the left, to the right. I'm just gonna write X3 there. Interesting. So there's a puzzle to be solved there. Hopefully it's easy. Ah, yes, we saw this before. And then the kids were very creepy and they looked at each other and then I laughed because it was weird and awkward. Alright, now if I do left, right, it's A, but then if I do left, it's escape, so it just stops, right? So, that's kind of pointless. Maybe we need to fill that in somewhere else, for example here. Okay, that's one. 9. I'm guessing this is going to be a year then if it starts with 19. $1971. That will be the password then. It's big brain time. Alright. Yep, that was predictable. Ah, yes. You know, it's a good thing that that the enemies are so well armed here. Okay, so I was going to share a thought, but then I got interrupted by Stretch Armstrong there. So I'm not sure where this is leading, but you think maybe this guy has an unhealthy relationship with his sister? Like I said, I don't want to read too much into it, but the butler's note talked about how he freaked out when his sister got mentioned. And then they kiss in a little music box, and I don't know. Getting a little uneasy about this entire thing. Ah, yes, a creepy mansion in the fog. Very, very nice. Are we going to visit the Wicked Witch of the West? Just throw some water on her. Ah, yes, the disemboweled angel, a necessary decoration for any happy family. Oh, hey there. Okay, then. Just follow me up here, why don't you? Ah, it's doing the heartbeat thing again. Just very slow zoom. You know, I don't know if they're gonna pull a jump scare or something in one of these screens, but if they do, oh boy. Oh boy, Capcom. Okay, the atmosphere is very... Can I not hit these guys with the arrows? What a waste. Hey, wow, my voice. Hey! Hey, Dominic, welcome to the stream. Yes, bats are killing me. And apparently we are in Bowser's level, because I can hear the Nintendo 64 organ playing already. Ow. Okay, this is not going so well with the bats. As far as Capcom knows, we are playing on a legitimate PlayStation 2, Dominic, but it's actually my PC. But this is the PlayStation 2 version of the game. It is an emulator, yeah, but we always call it my legitimate PlayStation software. I usually don't like to do it unless I absolutely have to, but there's not exactly a PC release of this one. So that is whoops. Well, assuming the password stays the same, it's not like we've actually lost any progress at this point. That's a good thing about puzzles that have a consistent single password. You can just fill that in, and you don't even have to redo the puzzle. What a time saver. Alright, creepy video of kids murdering an insect for no real reason. Alright, and now the guy crashes through the window. Yeah, I'm just waiting until we see the sister, because I'm a little worried, shall we say, about how this is gonna play out. But hey, she did do an evil laugh when we approached their evil, spooky, haunted mansion, so she might be normal. That is clearly the laugh of someone who is going to offer us tea and cookies, right? And is absolutely not gonna do anything malevolent and or generally horrifying. Like sick, long-armed, stretchy boys on me. Yes, yes. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Very scary, very tense. We already know what's in here. Imagine if every time the cutscene, or rather the loading screen for the doors played, there was a chance of a jump scare or an attack happening or something. Boy, these bats are annoying. Boy. Yes, Rainbow Bowser is gonna show up any second now if the music is any indicator. Speaking of rainbows, this is a weird random thing that suddenly came to mind. I saw one of the clearest rainbows I had seen in a while today. It was a rather nice sight. Something hopeful about seeing a rainbow, isn't there? Even if it does mean that it had been raining. Alright, so in this particular room there is another stretchy arm boy. Fortunately, there is also bullets. Or there are, rather. What a mess. Well, you can say that again. He's kind of in my way, isn't he? Thanks for moving out of the way. Very polite. Okay. You've given me more ink ribbons, but... At this point, I'm just seeing who dies first. He died first, but there was a major cost to that one. Like, I felt a bit cornered. I could have tried to run past him, but he probably would have hit me anyway, so... But hey, he's dead now. The statues and such are very creepy. I just realized we haven't brought the cure back to the guy. So, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? I hope he hasn't died yet. Considering there is actually a whole extra set of ink ribbons here, I might just use another save after doing that. Okay, can I say something weird too? Doesn't it feel like the game is kind of about to end here? Like we've gone from those 3 like smaller areas up to the mansion where his sister is that they've been building up. We've already had the little arc with whatever his name is. And his father. Like there's very little else that was built up that they can still resolve right now. Well, let's just assume there's a whole other area after the mansion, but... Heck, of course, because they also need a lab area. Also, my voice is suddenly dying for some reason. I'm trying to peek around the corner, but the angle is too static. Colonel! Oh. Well, you know what? Fine. Although we could use the lighter on the fireplace there. I wonder what the significance of that is. Anyway, it's clear that we should do that first with the hemostatic medicine. And then probably just use another ink ribbon. Because we can find 3 more in the house over yonder, so... You know, I was thinking the game is pretty stingy with ink ribbons, and that's true, but... It can only be called stingy if the game is a lot longer than it seems to be. Well, he's still making noises as a response, so... Whoa! You know, they're not as sturdy as they seem. Was the one in that one encounter just way harder? Or was I just terrible? They're honestly not so bad. You just don't want to be in a small area with them. Was this game made before or after Resident Evil 0? Before, right? Because in that case, I think Resident Evil 0 drew from this game in many ways. Like the stretchy arm thing, the leech guy did the same thing in Resident Evil 0. There truly are no new ideas, huh? Okay, so here's something I'm noticing. Arrows, yes for living things, the arm creatures, not so much for zombies, huh? For zombies, a good old gun is much better, it would seem. But is he really dead? Yes, he is. Five bullets usually just about does it. Oh, one thing I am noticing here, just to keep discussing the virtues of the different weapons. The handgun does draw their attention, while the crossbow, or bow gun rather, does not. It's silent, to them at least. Alright. We're gonna bring this guy his meds. Go back to the mansion, save, and then move on.
Don't think you can count on me in the future. Now get out of here.
Okay, very nice. Right, fair enough, he's in pain. We shouldn't be bothering him. But we helped him, so... So yeah, so far the lockpick has not proven to be a necessary thing, which makes me wonder. Is it just a cool optional thing, or have I just raised a good ending flag? I hope both. But, yeah, we have some stuff we could do in this area, I think. If I really wanted to. I don't know if the lockpick will do that for us, but we'll check. But maybe the lockpick is an absolute necessity. Which would be disappointing, but you know what? At least it's progress, so I can't honestly be upset about that either. But yeah, do let me know if the image quality or sound quality suddenly dips. Because the bitrate is really inconsistent lately, I'm not sure why. My connection is fine, but for some reason the bitrate just acts... And I can't use the lockpick for that. Come on, it's just a padlock. Fine. I'll walk around it. Oh! Bad dog, bad dog, bad dog. Serpentine, serpentine. Zigzag, zigzag. Ow. Yes, keep following me. It's the dog dance. Do the twist. Okay. So I'm going back here because I think there's a place to use the lockpick. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, I guess that's on me, but... we'll just have to see. Did I never walk in here? guillotine. Did I not check the guillotine? Okay, we don't have the thing to put in there, but that is very interesting. For some reason, just never checked that. And there isn't much else we can do at this time. That's fine though. At least we'll have found that. If we are ever really starved for health, we can go back to the place with the security deposits. The metal detection box thing. Oh, it can't be opened from this side. Of course not. That would be convenient. No, dog. No. Nope. Ah, yes. Bite me right after the text prompt. I'll never see it coming. Right, we don't need to kill all of them. That would just be a waste of our precious bullets. But now we know that if we can find one of those, that emblem, we could go back here and grab some more stuff. So there is still something left to explore there. Whoops. And the whole press A to climb up the stairs thing is really bad in this game. There's no, I do not understand why they did it like that. Please tell me the arm guys stay dead. There's a whole army of them at the other house, so... Right, we're back here. We gave the guy the medicine, so... Wisdom dictates that I should be making another save, but... I kind of want to just try to take down the guy in the next room, and if we take too many hits, we'll just heal. Because I don't want to have to fill in the password every time. So we'll see if that was a bad or a good idea later. Like, if we just run into the hallway, that'll give us a lot of space. And that's what we need with the stretchy arm man. Yeah, so it turns out the bow gun is really effective against them. Which is nice. There always seems to be a thing like that in these games, where a certain type of weapon does very well against certain types of enemies. For example, acid grenades are especially good against mutated animals and not so much zombies, for example. Yes, 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 dragonfly murder. Music box. Alright, and now the guy comes crashing through the window. Very horribly scary. How much did that hurt? Not too much, surprisingly. There we go. Give ourselves some space. And then shoot him down with the bow gun. I keep wanting to call it a bow and arrow. And I suppose it kind of is, but not in the traditional sense. And now we make a nice new save. It feels kind of awkward to go back and just open a padlock and give the guy his medicine and not do anything else. So just that extra bit of progress justifies it for me. It's a small step for man, but a giant leap for Claire kind. That leaves us with 1 ink ribbon, but there are 3 more in the spooky haunted mansion, so... Nah, I tell you what, we'll bring the herbs with us. And should we end up in danger, we'll just use them. But yeah, I was treating the big arm guys kind of like nemesis or like small nemesises. But that was clearly the wrong attitude. It's just an enemy like any other with its own weakness. And in fact, being weak to the bow gun makes them particularly vulnerable because they have a lot of ammo for that. Time for the creepy laugh again, because haunted house. There you go. Rapid fire creepy face. Rapid fire bow gun. This place is so disgusting, even Satan is throwing up. That's how bad it is. Can you just let me rapid fire you to death, please? Thank you. Nothing to pick up here? Maybe running through would have been a better choice. We're in orange caution. Let's just use this. Boom, fine. We're not doing super well with our resources right now, but hopefully there will be more stuff to find in here. Oh yeah, I was starting on a tangent earlier about what if there was a small chance scary stuff could happen during that transition. The reason I was thinking that is, there's a series I haven't really played much of, but know a lot about, and that's, or well, know a lot about. I've seen a lot of, and that's, what's it called? Fatal Frame. And some of the recent games are criticized because when you pick up an item, there was a chance a ghost hand grabs you, just like a percentage chance, which not everyone thought was a great design choice. Yeah, now we can't light this. I hope that's fine. Okay, that's very good to have. And then ink ribbons here. I have to say, I do like the atmosphere of this place. It's very creepy. Piano and organ working together to build tension. Kinda makes you wonder if someone ever played this on a church organ. Man, I hate those bats. Like, I want to take him down, but... like, they grab you no matter what. Flashbacks to Resident Evil 0. Ah, very good. That's exactly what I was hoping for, although... what is with this terrifying thing in the background? Okay. Also note the cut down the waist. Don't like it. Don't like this one little bit. Not one little bit.
Keep focused, brother. Our enemy is only a little girl. Oh, why is this taking so long?
My apologies, Alexia, but I have been doing my best.
The revival of the Ashford family depends on your success, brother.
I am aware of that, Alexia. I will revive the family name myself and make you the master of the glorious Ashford family.
Do not worry, brother. I will handle them both myself. Who is there? Is someone at the corridor?
What is it, Alexia?
Nothing. I believe I must have been imagining things. Let us go, brother.
Maybe it's nothing, but, you know what always makes me, insert thinking emoji here? When they refuse to show a character, two characters on the screen at the same time. I noticed that they very specifically left the brother off screen there. Well, I have some thoughts about that, but let's not jump to conclusions. But until we see them both on the in the same room at the same time, I'm starting to get certain suspicions about who the sister really is. Alright, the tension here is really good. It's nice and creepy. I like it. Oh, music stops. Could be good, could be bad. There's no save room music, so it's definitely not good. A one-person bed. Ah, yes. Clearly the most tasteful decoration. I too want a relief of a woman's back in my room. Very, message card. My dear brother, I firmly believe that the glory of the Ashford family will be revived through your courage and strength as an honored soldier. Yours faithfully, Alexia Ashford. Ah, right. We need to stuff something in there. But what? A gun! Okay, I guess not. You can't solve everything with guns. Unfortunately. I'm guessing the front is on the other side, and those are the two, these are the two rooms belonging to the twins. Alright, very tense heartbeat. Yeah, if they pull a jump scare on me from one of these loading screens, I will be upset. And I'm just talking now to relieve the tension because I don't want that to happen. But if I'm talking, you can't scare me as much. I take it back. You can scare me a lot with this. Okay, so this is the girls' room, presumably. Alexia's. Freaky music box. Red Queen and Blue King return. The path opens. I'm guessing that's a puzzle solution that we have to think about. Can we climb up here? Yes, okay. Oh, the hole in the ceiling has been sealed. Broken mirror. This is what they were looking through just now, I think. So they're in her room. You know, I've been thinking I should make some more custom stuff for my streams, like a new preparing screen and some funny reaction things to put on the screen. I should work on that. Anyway, I'm guessing we'll stop it to see if something happens. Silver key. Yikes. A relief. It seems to resemble a goddess. Which one? Oh. Well, what can we do with the silver key? Doesn't look like you can do anything with it here. Right, so we need to embed a red king and a red queen, rather. And a blue king. Man, those dolls are ominous. It's just sitting in the foreground being creepy. I'm just waiting for them to do something. Way scarier than zombies, to be honest. doesn't look like the silver key will be useful here either, but... Well, we have the key. I feel like there might have been a door much earlier in the game that I just forgot about where we can use this. It's definitely not the door by the guillotine though, because that has some kind of shield emblem that we need to put in. There's a cloak on top of this, which means there's something scary under there just waiting to be revealed. When I least expect it, of course. This is a cool area. It's definitely got more of a ghost, haunted house type horror feel to it than a lot of Resident Evil stuff. Okay, where are you, bat? Hey. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. So, you know how I thought there was like a cut across her waist there? And I thought it was really creepy? It's just one of the bars from this railing. I was freaking out over a trick I pulled on myself there. I was like, oh no. I mean, the image is creepy enough without, but let's not invent creepy stuff where it isn't. You notice how that head looks like it sticks out a bit and looks like it could move? I hope it won't move though. Claire laying down the law. Politics, literature, science, nothing useful. Wow, Claire. Okay, let's go back here for a second, and if it's not here either, we'll have to think about where the silver key goes. Ah, right, this room. We've already gotten the ink ribbons from here. So this is the entire private residence. So are we expected to go back then? Let's see, there was a closed fence in the airport. Let's see, there's stuff in the military training facility left to check. As well as in the palace. Oh, the green. Okay, perhaps we need to go back to the palace then. It's a good thing we killed all the stretchy army guys. So it'll just be a cakewalk back, right? Come on, game, I'm giving you the opportunity to prove me wrong. Go ahead, spawn another stretchy arm guy on me. I'm ready for it. Now I'm ready for it. Also, that disemboweled angel, as I described it, maybe we need to put something in there, like a heart. Just a thought. This is another one of those rooms where sooner or later something is gonna leap onto the walkway and scare me. Alright, so I was too presumptuous in thinking that the game might be reaching its climax there. I guess I was just a bit confused about the pacing because of how the story was playing out. Okay, we should probably examine the silver key before we do anything else. Alright, so we need to put that in the door with the crest, which is in the palace. Makes sense. I mean, we're already there anyway. Might as well, right? Creek. Oh yeah, if we're fighting normal zombies, let's switch back to the normal gun. The lock has been released. That's one way to put it. Very good. I was worried for a second there that I might get stuck. What are those, arcade machines? Oh, slot machines. Oh boy. I've had some traumatic experiences with slot machines lately. Can we put a coin in there, perhaps? Oh, how nice of you. And what's over there? Is that an ink ribbon? Oh no, it's an object I can't grab. You tease. Capcom is such a tease. Putting an ink ribbon-like object on the bar and then not letting me grab it. Holding it over my head and then not giving it to me. Terrible. Alright, so we can have it play something. Are we missing something here? We might be missing something. Do we have any data for it to read? That's a big question to answer here. We'll have to check through our items for a bit and see what we can do. I wonder if we can open any other doors with the silver key, since it hasn't been discarded. Oh, yes, we definitely can. Okay, good. I was getting a little bit worried there, to be honest. Now that we're here anyway, let's make sure we have as much explosive ammo as we can. We could combine these into a full heal, but I would like to wait for a red herb to show up. It's such a shame this one has run out. And here we go. I wonder if I should consider this like magnum ammo. Regardless, I'm happy to have it. Okay, let's make a save, because it leaves us with 4 in reserve, so why the heck not? We've been using the palace save room a lot. I tend to get into a position like that in Resident Evil games where you just stick with a certain area for a while. I mean, this is the most central save point, kind of in the middle of everything here. So, is there anything we could be taking that we need? Probably not. Oh yeah, so in the next few weeks, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Wednesday and Friday. I have some other engagements in those evenings, but if I do stream, the stream will start a bit later, like let's say an hour later. So it might happen, but we'll have to see. Alright, that's all for the silver key. Very good. 2 doors open. I'm guessing we'll find something like a coin here to insert into the slot machine. Oh, hi. Hey there, Stretchy. Okay, can you stop? You know, it's probably not a good idea to stand there and take it when they attack you like that, but that's what I keep doing anyway. An earthenware pot is on display here. Earthenware. Earthenware. Okay. Sounds like a fantasy, high fantasy world. Hunk's report. Mr. Alfred Ashford, head of the facility. Today at 1632, I arrived successfully from the Umbrella transport base with the large-scale POW capsule. Extreme care was taken during transport and all 108 checkpoints were confirmed condition green in accordance with standard procedures. It is currently being stored in a freezer. There's one thing that I don't understand. We are normally assigned to special missions. Why were we ordered to transport a frozen capsule this time? I understand that this may be classified as top secret, but without knowledge of the contents, our safety could be at risk during the transport. This is especially important if the contents are potentially harmful. We would like to ask you to provide us with more information should we be assigned similar missions in the future. I still remember the good old days that I spent here in the military training facility center. Nothing has changed since then. We will gear up for the next mission today at 2300. Umbrella Special Forces Unit Hunk. The Hunk's report. Not just Hunk, the Hunk. Ah, that shield. I know exactly what that's for. The ego blade. It's carrying an axe. Special alloy, okay. Well, we use the bow gun. We are building up on a lot of handgun bullets, which is very nice. Looks like that's all for this room, so we're not getting a coin, but we are getting a shield for that guillotine. So you know what that means. It's backtracking time. This probably would have been a good opportunity to also bring back the meds, if we hadn't done so yet. But, that's all in the past now. Another problem with the pillars obstructing your view, I can't properly see which direction Claire is turned towards. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Lightyear. Alright, no enemies here because we took care of them earlier. I almost said took rid of them. Just combine different races together, it's fine. Took rid of them. What do you call something like that when you combine two phrases wrongfully? Is that a contamination? I believe that's a contamination. But I'm not a linguist. So we can just call it a silly mistake and be done with it, I guess. This is the danger walk. All Resident Evil protagonists know this walk. You put your hand on your stomach and you awkwardly step forward constantly. That's how people know you're hurt bad. Oh, right. Normal zombies, normal gun, right? Maybe I should have just killed these guys when I was here last time. But hey, we didn't. No use regretting it now, I guess. One thing I am regretting is not bringing a heal right about now. Because we're in danger. Sorry about that, had to double check to see where I'm going. Oh boy, there's a dog here, isn't there? Please tell me I killed the dog. Don't take that out of context. Oh! Go in, go in, go in, go in. I didn't kill the dog, as it turns out. He's getting back up. Let's reload before we actually have to. No use creating a dangerous situation for ourselves. Most zombie encounters aren't that scary as long as it's one-on-one, you know? Alright, so, the guillotine. I wonder who was executed here. Oh, okay. The heir was executed. Haha! You wanted me to panic, but I didn't panic. I am hiding behind the guillotine. Well then. That's not a big loss. All we need to do is get the shield back. And this time we may have to bring a heal with us just to prevent shenanigans. Like what just happened. One big deal is probably to not just sit there and tank hits from the arm stretchy guys. Like, you can move. The problem is I don't feel confident that moving will help me avoid them in a small space. So what I end up doing is just firing, because it's like, if I kill them, then they can't attack me anymore, right? I somehow managed to unequip that again. You dead or not? I can't see when he's hiding behind the desk. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's not dead. But now he is. Alright, the silver key is discarded. Okay, let's try out the gunpowder arrows now. Okay, there we go. Okay, that kills them in 2 shots. Very nice. So that is basically our magnum ammo as far as these guys are concerned. Very good. It's not actually as explosive as I would have liked, but you know what? It's all about the effect in the end. So long as the enemies drop dead, it doesn't really matter if there's a cool effect. I wonder if that symbol is real, because I recognize it from somewhere, but a lot of countries have used eagles in the past, so I'm not sure. Anyway, now we know a way to get rid of those guys really quickly. The explosive ammo will do the trick. It's weird to think that the Resident Evil 3 remake is only a few months away. In fact, there's a lot of big releases coming this year. I think Animal Crossing is next month, right? I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty excited to see what this year brings. You know, I've heard some criticism leveled at Nintendo. Not so much about the actual games they make, but about their output recently. So, I think the argument I read went as follows. Nintendo has compiled their handheld and console into one thing, yet their game output has not really increased for the system. I thought that was an interesting complaint. I kind of like... Personally, I'm pretty patient. I have so many games to play anyway, but I can see what they mean. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if the Switch has slowed down a bit in terms of sales, just because Nintendo's game output hasn't been that quick. And what's partially to blame as well is games that got delayed, like Metroid Prime 4, for example. That's a game that they essentially restarted from scratch, if I understand right. Yeah, there are a lot of franchises people want more from, but that aren't there yet. There we go. That one won't ever be a problem anymore. Alright, and then we open the door, and then zombies come out, so we're gonna reload first. You still want more? Okay. The Circus of Value. Why didn't I do that last time? Why are you still alive after being hit by an explosion? Oh, even more herbs, but they're giving a lot of green ones and not a lot of red ones. I thought for a moment the very beautiful save room music was gonna start, but nope. Quite the contrary. This is unsafe room music. Another first aid spray. Chemicals with unfamiliar names are arranged here. Bloodstained scalpels. Now, it appears he has been anatomized. He's not breathing. Now, guys, place your bets. What are the odds this guy is gonna get up sooner or later? Vote now on your phones. A body bag. Interesting. Anatomist's note. There is a demon in my mind. Uh-oh. Well, that's a good way to start. I can't control the fierce impulses that the demon sometimes drives me to act upon. It is a brutal ceremony. With the demon next to me, I enjoy watching people agonize in pain, screaming and convulsing repeatedly as they die. But Sir Alfred was kind enough to acknowledge me and has given me the facilities, chemicals, and equipment necessary to study everything. I must never betray Sir Alfred's kindness. It is especially critical that no one discovers the sacred place that only he and I know about. I swear the basement of this medical building will be kept secret. Of course, I keep the key to the sacred place with me at all times. Even if an outsider sees it, they will never be able to tell that it is the key. I must remember that my life ends when I lose Sir Alfred's trust. So he hired a creepy, crazy person to cut up people. Aha, we are missing an eye here. You know what? You know, the single blue eye. I'm going to make the worst joke you've ever heard. Just because comedy. Yeah. So when you see a single blue eye, you know what you think about? Okay, joke over. What else is here? Yep. Well, something got up. I like how they showed that, but then they force you through the door. Alright, well. There we go, we're fine again. We've been pretty stingy about healing items and we saved up a few, so I'm content to use one now. Oh boy, still not dead, are you? This area is quite large, isn't it? Sorry, just checking if everything is still working properly. You never know with OBS. Every time I start to get complacent about checking, I'm thinking, oh, it'll be fine. That's when it pulls something like it did during Resident Evil 4, where it just completely cuts out for a few minutes. Oh boy, is this some kind of torture room? Yes, it definitely is a torture room. Huh. Including an oven. Oof. Weird devices are lined up here. Yes, Claire, weird devices. You sweet summer child. A strangely shaped chair. Sees an Iron Maiden. There's a weird closet here. Oh yeah, look at that. Are a weirdly shaped chairs placed there? Yes, a weirdly shaped chairs. So now I have a custom handgun. It looks like a gun with a robot foot attached, so now you can kick zombies if they get too close. Just push and when you shoot, it also kicks forward. Very, very intuitive weapon. Ah, yes, that looks comfortable, the way it clips through your arm. No, we both know why we all know why they're building tension here. Because we just saw the body bag move when we left this room, so now they're going back into the room, and well, whatever was in the body bag has most certainly gotten up at this point. But like I said, if they ever scare me during the loading screen, it will be unforgivable. Disgusting noises. Anyway, was this just for a gun upgrade then? What are you? Oh, okay. Look at that, the anatomist is eating the body. Oh, and the body also gets... I don't like that he's taking so many hits. That was an especially powerful zombie. Ah, yes, the glass eye. Hence, no one will be able to tell this is the key, because it's eye-shaped. Yes, and no one noticed the missing... The skeleton with the one blue eye. Okay, now he has two eyes. We could go there, but there's another place to check first, so we'll do that. Now that this room is safe, question mark. Let's see, where's the other door? Straight ahead. Because this looks like it leads back to that place where we left some items in the box. And if we could take those out by going out the other door, that would be very useful. There was at least a healing item in there. Oh boy, but I have wasted almost all my bullets on that really terrible, scary zombie. At least we still have arrows, though. Let's not waste any more explosive ammunition for now. Oh. Whoops. I don't think I meant to go there. Yeah, that's just the way back. Uh-huh. So... our item box is just casually placed outside here. Can we push this? Yes, we can. Strong arm Claire. She might be short, but her arms are strong. Right, back into this place. So we should be able to grab all the stuff we had. And that's why there's an item box out there, of course. In case we were carrying so much stuff we couldn't bring it all. I think we should have enough space just with the 5 spots we have, but if not, we'll make 2 trips. I should have equipped the gun again. I don't think I'll be using this machine again. Alright then.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
Alright, we can walk back. Was just making sure, so we have that, we have that, we have that, and we have that. I like how they even made me put the ink ribbons in there. Haha! Joke's on you. I'm not going out that way. We don't really have a grenade launcher yet though, so it's a bit pointless. But then again, you know, it's never pointless as long as we get some future use out of it. Let's just put it in the box for now. We have a ridiculous amount of healing items. And a substantial amount of ink ribbons as well. Now here's the problem, in that we're going to go downstairs in a second. So I believe it may be good to make a new save right here. It'll be nice to switch up the saving and save anywhere else besides the castle or palace or whatever it's called. Castle, palace, they're not actually the same thing, but in my mind the concepts are very similar. It's a big building. Anyway, let's save here. Nah, let's keep the same one for now. Alright, very good. Now we can go downstairs there and hopefully not run into something horrifying. I'm glad we could grab these items at least. It was kind of weighing on my mind that we had left such a good healing item and several ink ribbons back there. But it's all good now. I can now move forward without any regrets. I just hope the amount of bullets I wasted on that doctor anatomist guy isn't gonna come back to haunt me. I have a fair few arrows left, but I would really prefer not to use all my explosive ammo in just a couple seconds. Like I did with all my handgun bullets. How many did I bump into that guy? Like 60? Pretty bad. Can't even look at him anymore. Just wanted to check OBS because it has somehow been minimized. There we go, it's alive. Just making sure. I have had enough of the bats, to be honest. Can we go somewhere where there aren't bats? Okay, there we go. Claire, you don't need to waste 2 bullets with 1 shot. Okay, and now this one. is still left. Probably should have just run through here instead of wasting what little bullets I had, but... One huge benefit about the crossbow or bow gun rather also, it doesn't need to reload. You can put all your ammo in it at once. That's very useful. Oh boy, more torture instruments? As if we weren't already convinced we're dealing with some really horrible people. A thick curtain has been dropped down. Well then, push it aside or something. Alright, we need to be a bit more conservative with our ammo right now, so let's not use it all up in one go, please. An old watermill. I wonder what this weird device was used for. Ah. Thank goodness. This game is pretty generous, fortunately. I'm not really starved for resources. This guy is a bit in the way, though. Strange devices. Well, I like this angle, it's creepy. There's an oppressive atmosphere hanging over this place. Ah, yes. The stone statue is holding some armor. I couldn't have told you it was armor. It might as well have been a sandwich. Nice, a rusted sword. Uh-oh. Ah, right. I needed some time to think about this, because it's a bit scary when they start playing the music and locking the door and putting in poison gas. Okay, I think I know what I need to do now. Probably should have just turned off the gas when I realized that wasn't the right side. Maybe I need to look around the room a bit more before I grab the sword. Okay, now when we get to the room with the bats, let's just run past them. Who cares about bats? Just pretend they don't even exist and aggressively tap the button if they do decide to grab me. I'll sacrifice a bit of health if I have to. Nope, no bats here. No, sir. They don't exist. Right, but at least we used our bullets on normal zombies this time. Some of them take a lot more punishment with the arrows than others. Oh, he's still alive. Kind of. Ow. I really hit that one, didn't I? Right, so this time... there really isn't much to this room, except for just the guy with the sword. Oh, he just... what a jerk! He just rotates back to his original position like, oh, didn't turn it enough. Guess you'll have to try again. Fair enough. So we have to turn it all the way, I'm guessing. That's okay. Could use 2 arms, you know. It's an Iron Maiden. How about that? Statue. Would be horrible if we found out someone we just killed. Okay. That's about as bad as a game, as a Resident Evil game has scared me for a while. Good job. Very well done, jerks. Piano roll. Oh yeah, my favorite snack, a piano roll. Where was the piano again? They're making us do a lot of running back and forth between different areas, aren't they? Because I think the piano was either in the palace or in the private residence. So are we gonna have to go all the way back there? Or am I mistaken? Okay, what if we move slowly? There we go. There's no need to fight. We just need to live in mutual understanding. How very beautiful. I think a wise lesson was learned today. Bats are really annoying. Alright, so now we have the piano roll. We're gonna have to bring that back somewhere. I don't quite remember if it was the palace or the private residence, but you know what? It's not like we can actually get to the private residence without going through the palace first anyway, so... I just hope it's a fairly straight shot back, but knowing them, they've spawned some new stretchy arm monsters between me and that destination. Oh! Okay, we are in trouble here, so ah, yes. Everyone gets a bite of Claire. Ah, yes, miss. Great. I hope this was the right door, because if not, that's a problem. I'm pretty sure it's the right door, but... There we go. Ah, yes, the guillotine. Beautiful. Very tasteful. Okay, so we go... to the right. And then... yeah. I always have to figure out the exact order of things again. Wait a minute, what's burning? Oh, that's burning. Alright. Some of those zombies just seem to come back endlessly, huh? Unless I died at some point and then didn't save killing them. That could be true. Also, my voice is slowly fizzling out for some reason. It's like every week I have to get used to the idea of talking again. But it's fine. Okay, no monsters, please. You see how far it gets you if you just say please. Another wise lesson.
Greetings. You must be the lovely Claire Redfield.
Who are you?
Let's just say that I'm a ghost, coming back to haunt your dear brother.
Wesker?
It seems there's not much explaining to do, is there? I was the one who attacked this island. Who'd have thought you'd be hanging about? All the better for me. Now that the cat dragged in this nice surprise, your ever so caring brother will definitely show up. I must thank you for being such good bait.
I don't know what went on between you two, but you have him all wrong. My brother is not the kind of person you think he is.
I despise Chris.
What are you gonna do to him?
Wow. So aggressive.
Oh, how your brother will weep to see you die. What? What is it? Stay there. I'm coming.
Wow, kick in the head.
It appears you may be of some further use to me. I'm going to let you live a little longer.
Okay then. Nice to see you too, Albert. Albert and Alfred. Two weirdos on one island. I have to say, did that feel a little bit out of character for Wesker? Like, he's evil, sure, but he's like, I hate Chris. It seems a bit off, but what do I know? I'm not a Wesker expert. Or Wexpert. I wish I still knew for sure where the piano was. This door is closed, right? Gold crest. We need a gold key for that then, I am assuming. Just like we needed the silver key before this. I thought maybe I could bring one of these things back to put in the music boxes in the private residence, but it was just a thought anyway. We're really here for the piano, not for that. We just have to get the items in the overly specific order that was decided for us. I wonder if they put more enemies in the private residence. Because if not, it won't be a problem to go there, but if they did... Oh no, here's the piano. Thank goodness. Nice. That's beautiful. It's the Blue King. Also, nice touch that the music is still playing. Just a bit further away. Kind of don't want to walk any further because I really like the sound of it, but... You know, on the sunny side, we're gonna hear even more beautiful music when we get into the save room, right? Yes, indeed. We have so many green herbs. Anyway. My risk-taking nature tells me to just run on ahead to the private residence and put the Blue King in its place. But you know what? Let's just make a new save. There's absolutely no reason to take unnecessary risks with 4 of them in reserve. There we go. The greatest treasure is peace of mind. Yes, run into a couch for a few minutes. That's the real horror experience. When they focus in on cracks in the wall like that, it makes me think that something could jump over them at some point. I mean, having old areas that you revisit suddenly become dangerous in a different way is a Resident Evil staple. New enemies, new jump scares. Yep. That was expected out of 10. Well, it won't have. I won't have a pest interrupting me while I'm backtracking between this and the other place. Exactly. Get out of here. I feel so empowered right now. But we shouldn't waste any more of that until we have more ammo. Was this guy here before? I have a bad habit of unequipping stuff. Oh boy, it's busy here now. I'm really hurting for bullets right about now. I took a lot of unnecessary damage there, but you know what? Hope we have several heals and not that many bullets, so I'll take it. This guy, however, is so dangerously in the way that I think it might be best to knock him down. We have to have at least 1 or 2 safe places, right? Alright, we can finally put the Blue King here. Okay. And that gives us what? The music box lid is open. You know, I was expecting a bit more than the music box lid is open, ... Perhaps nothing will happen until we do both. Perhaps we need both of the insects for this to actually continue on. Kind of a disappointment because we spent all that effort coming back here. Sorry about that, had to check something. I'm gonna run out of all our ammunition at this rate. Maybe we should have been doing something in the military place, because we haven't nearly fully explored that. I really want to go in the door, zombie man. Can you let me? Thank you. Right, so it doesn't look like we can do anything there yet. Like the lid opened, but then what? I'm gonna have another look at it just in case I'm missing something obvious, but it looks to me like we need to not be here yet. Wait, that killed it? Oh no, it didn't. I thought its shadow was a pool of blood for a second there. I think I might actually just quit from this point, because I don't want to have wasted all that ammo just on a pointless visit, you know? Might as well just put the stuff in the piano and then go back to find the other bug. So what if we approach it from this side? Okay, no. What about the other side where we can actually play it? Right, right. It doesn't look like we can do much of anything here yet then. Which means we probably should be exploring someplace else. Which means this was a waste, which means we're gonna reset 1 second. There we go. Now at least you got to see that cool intro. Explicit violence and gore. And really awful voice acting. Aggressive A tapping to try to get through this. Capcom. I like Albert Wesker's wacky grin in the back there, especially because it looks like he has two really big front teeth. Albert Chipmunk.
Resident Evil.
Evil. Right, let's just store the blue bug then and check out the military complex a bit more. Not the industrial military one, just the training facility, that's what I mean. But I think we've just about made all the progress we're going to make tonight. Depends a bit on what we find, but we're really at the crack of 3 hours in. I'm pretty sleepy if my really terribly strained voice and lack of interesting commentary wasn't anything to go by, but I would like to make a bit more progress if I can. I just have no idea where to go from here, so yeah. We'll see. So far, we've had nothing that absolutely needed the lockpick. So there's nothing to convince me that what we did wasn't optional yet. But we couldn't light the fireplace, so I hope that doesn't come back to bite us somehow. Alright, off to the training facility again. Alright, this guy. I wonder if there's any requirement to kill it. We've been running past the worm. Alright, so the ventilation is not complete yet, so oh, I didn't bring the key card. Good thing this door is still open. Or that would have been really awkward for everyone involved. Let's see, where does that lead? It doesn't seem to be overlaid in a way that makes sense, so I can't see where those stairs lead. But yeah, there are places we haven't seen yet on the 1F, so let's oh, maybe we should go the other way, past the big worm guy, since we have opened that way after all. Might as well check. And preferably not die a horrible death. What's that? I know what that is. I mean, what's this thing lying here on the... Oh, more arrows. Yes, thank you. Please do. Because, admittedly, I kind of ran out of this area to get a new save after being stuck with the dogs for a while. Welp, that's precious ammo wasted. It barely seems to even work on the dogs. So there's a door there, but we'd probably need a battery for the lift. Something to keep in mind, but it doesn't look like we can do this yet. We'll need to go the long way around after all, through the building. Let's see, a part of the walkway collapsed when we were on there with the guy. I wonder if there's anything useful in this room. Doesn't look like it. Well, this is all just to experiment. Just to see what we can find here. No, please. Nope. So Albert Wesker just appears, punches you in the head a few times, and then just goes away again. What a nice guy. Ah, right, I went in here once and I was like, oh, no, dogs. Nope. I have no idea if this is the right place to go, but... we don't have a indigo blue card yet, do we? Well then. I really have to think about that one for a bit. Yeah, the arrows seem almost useless against the dogs here. Right, this is where we followed the man. His one was locked from the other side and still is. Huh. If only we had another shield, huh? I wonder if we could go get that from that one door and then make a copy. But Claire said we wouldn't be using that thing anymore. Okay, so we need to bring the card here after all. That's good to know for next time. We'll just visit this place again then. And hopefully find the Red Queen, since we already have the Blue King. So I think that's gonna be it for the stream tonight. We made some progress. I'm not sure how much it is relative to the game, but we made progress and that's all that matters. So I hope you'll join me next time. If I stream tomorrow, it'll be a bit later than usual, like probably an hour later. Otherwise, we'll probably do it on Thursday instead, but stay tuned, you never know what happens. And I look forward to making more progress, even if I am a bit lost as to what to do right now. So thanks to everyone who stopped by. Let's see who stopped by. Thanks to Clive, of course, and thank you in particular for the gift subs as well as the sub. Very much appreciated, as always. Very kind of you. And let's see, Lazy Bookworm and to Tryhard Ray showed up. Thanks to you as well. And Dominic stopped by for a bit as well. So thanks to everyone who stopped by. And of course everyone watching who hasn't talked in the chat. I appreciate everyone. And I hope to see you next time. But until then, have a good night. Bye-bye.